What's happening? This is Brian Dawkins, and you're tuning in to The LOFT.
Has brought out the best of me.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to The LOFT. If you guys are new here, please like, comment, subscribe. If you're not new, welcome back. Today I got the boys in the building for a pod. We haven't actually done one yet. Honestly, since we moved in, we haven't done a pod, period. But I want to welcome my boys Bobby Koehler and Chris Graham, my roommates. You've seen them, anywhere I'm at. either
little posse.
Yeah, either Bobby's filming and Chris is rocking.
He's rocking.
But I think we needed like a little like internal one, and like just wanted to chop it up with you guys and talk about like even like everything that we've been doing like lately. I think a lot's been going on, and like I haven't had time to talk about Club 215 with the tailgate that I started and having you guys be a part of it, and even like Dawkins podcast, haven't ever really talked about that. And then just even like everything you guys are doing, with Born Creative and your the Philly John stuff and all the interviews you guys are doing and the stuff you're doing. Yeah, exactly. With the Pong tournaments, the tailgates and all that. So we haven't really had time to go into that. And even like how we met, low key, like, because like I said, if you've seen us out, like, you see like the energy like they have and the vibes and everything like that. But it's like, I just think it's so funny how it all kind of came together. Just with like I know we met like on Instagram. Yeah. Like we did a song together.
It was so random. I knew you from like randomly shit off of Instagram just because Northeast Philly, like everyone knows everybody. Started talking about music a little bit, like, and we're like, oh, let's do a cover together. Cool. We did a cover, Little Kid Leroy, Justin Bieber cover. Yeah. And then a couple months later, you're like, I'm looking for a new roommate, and I'm like, well, this is perfect because I'm looking for roommates too, and my lease is about to end, so came over, checked it out, and then he's like, we're like, cool, and let's go. Oh, I already got another dude, and where'd you come from?
And I've known Chris, and then it was funny because I asked Chris, I'm like, yo, like, do you want to move out? He's like, dude, my mom's kicking me out of the house. He said I have to. It was good. It was good to just like have you guys at all. It's crazy how it all kind of came together, and then from then. We told each other that like the one thing that I like about our group is that we all push each other to do different shit. Like I know you just got like a space, and I know you're starting to really branch out into like the influencer world and like really pushing like the fitness stuff, and you're gonna start doing interviews for the tailgates and stuff, which is really cool. So, but now I'm just it's cool. Like I said, this whole year has been a lot of growth, I think, for everyone involved and everything like that, and another reason why I wanted to have you guys on is because you guys are like one of my main support system when it comes to like anything that I do with like the DJing or the tailgates and shit like that. You guys are always there to support me, and like I can't like stress enough how important it is to like have a support system. Like remember, like was it the first thing you guys really came to was that Seattle wedding, wasn't it? With the recap video. Remember
that was one of them. That was probably one of them.
Was that the one where Rob came to?
Rob, Dom, everyone. So like that's the shit that like I love, and like the stuff that like brings us together and all that. And I remember like Chris was like talking to me in the car about it, and he was like, bro, like you don't owe us any. Why you take us places? I'm like, dude, because one, like you film shit and it looks incredible.
It's perfect.
It works out so good.
Collaboration between the three of us, between what we do with music, video. The hype man, like the personality.
Exactly.
We need a security guard. We need a hype man. He's a hype man.
And it's like it just works out perfectly that way, and people like love the energy we brought to the wedding and the whole thing. So, I guess like I want to talk about like the tailgates as well, and like how like crazy those have been. Those have been like what do you guys think of the tailgates?
They've been fucking nuts, bro. You guys have the sickest. I've never seen a tailgate that lit in fucking anywhere. I mean, they had what was this, ABC or whatever, NBC, fucking with the chopper out there looking down at it, because it looks like a concert. Yeah, it's pretty much a concert. Like if you got a fucking a boombox, right, which is like a mobile DJ booth, would you call it? Yeah. Whole sound system, sounds clean as fuck, and then you have good ass DJs inside of there. Yeah. And then you have just funny ass dudes like Malik and Dunphy running around. Yeah, you got alcohol brands sponsoring it. You got
the food. You had the
food. You got food, free food.
We just brought Lorenzo's on. They're the best cheesesteak in Chester County. They were voted this year. We just locked in with them today.
Cheesesteak review.
Oh,
Yeah,
Cheesesteak review.
yeah. Has
you
to.
got dudes running around winning shotgun
Exactly.
shotgun contests
We
with
don't need to
Yeah.
talk
wrestling
about
belts.
that.
Yeah, nah, and
It's craziness.
yeah, we brought on Louis app. They're our the official bathroom of Club 215. They got the heated
Oh,
bathrooms
yeah.
and stuff
Good
like
luck
that.
with
You're gonna
Yeah.
need this. You're gonna need a security guard, man.
I got-
Motherfuckers are gonna be fighting over
I
that
know.
thing.
We
bro.
brought in two actually. So for those who are going to the tailgate this Sunday against Buffalo, November 26th, I'm sure you're RSVPing.
Be there, be square.
Can't wait.
Yeah, I bought 3,000 wristbands, and
That's
we're
crazy.
going to card everyone, and they're going to have wristbands, and only way you can get food, use the bathroom, grab a drink is if you have a wristband.
That's fine.
Because dude, I can only imagine.
There was a bunch of kids there last time too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
You guys did good with that too, though. But that's good to have a system like that too.
yeah. So now, and and we just, and that's the thing about our group that I like is that we just try to create the best kind of atmosphere possible and make it. We had a kid there, a little kid there that was on the person's shoulders.
Oh, yeah, that was funny.
And then and then we brought him up into the booth.
Yeah.
That was pretty funny.
That's cool, bro.
Yeah, no.
You can work your ass off and with all the stuff that we're doing and obviously the DJ and shit, that's your job, bro. It's how you
Yeah.
make your money and with video and whatever. But at the end of the day, it's so fire that we get to do this shit and have so much fun while doing it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Who the fuck gets to make money from having fun?
Exactly.
It's crazy.
Real
You
shit.
ain't working if you're having fun.
Exactly.
so sick.
Yeah.
There you go.
And even the Dawkins podcast was crazy too. That was a
Yeah.
good experience because you guys were behind the scenes. If you guys watched the episode, Chris was behind the scenes doing the cameras. Bobby was filming the little fourth. It was a fourth camera, the really, if you notice, a really high quality camera. It was Bobby's camera. He was filming it. We just had a lot of good people there, and I don't think I ever really got to talk about it. That whole experience, and just having you guys there. That's what made it the coolest part about the whole thing is having you guys there with me to be a part of it, because stuff like that doesn't happen every day.
You don't want to experience that alone, bro.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You had a room full of people, of supporters and people that help you out and they're there for you, and I think that makes your experience a whole lot better. And that was a cool ass experience for us.
Grateful to be a part of that too.
Yeah.
By the way. That was a good time.
Growing up, dude, I never thought I'd be sitting in a fucking room with Brian Dawkins.
Yeah.
Right.
And
The last thing we would have thought.
it's
Yeah.
your podcast going from 0 to 100 real quick, dude.
Literally episode 02. He was episode 100.
Yo, I didn't even mean to do that.
Pun intended.
Yeah, exactly.
That was
But and I kind of wanted to branch off, and so because obviously, yeah, cool, have stuff going on with myself, but then you have you guys with Born Creative, which you just started, which is your media company we'll get into, and like I said, Chris really is starting to harness his, because I've told you a million fucking times how good your personality is, especially on camera, how smooth it is and how natural it comes from for you.
Yeah.
And I was telling you to really start pushing that shit, and I think this year is when we're really all starting to kind of click with that, and you know what I mean. So it's so what made you? So Bob, I guess I'll ask you too, because I never really obviously we live together and shit,
Yeah.
so it's a little bit
But we just send it.
yeah,
we don't talk about this shit.
we hang out every day.
There's no
I'm like, yo,
group
Bob,
anymore.
you want to make some money to film a video? Sure. And then
fuck
it's
it.
you want, Chris, you want to make some money to help me with the cameras and stuff, little things like that. But never got to sit and ask you guys these types of questions, and so I guess Bob, I'll ask you what made you want to start, what got, because I know you do music too, but what got you specifically into videography? Because I know you've been pushing that shit heavy.
Honestly, I think I started getting into editing video and shit, going to the gym in 2018, when Fusion first opened up or whatever. And I came, I was stationed in Europe for 3 years, came home, started going there with my boy, and he had a camera, started filming some gym videos here and there, started editing them. And I thought it was just so sick, to just throw music that you fuck with behind video and just make a sick ass edit. We throw stupid effects in there and shit like that.
If you see any of stuff that, I'll post for my edits and stuff like that, the YouTube reel, the Instagram reels, that's all Bobby right there.
Yeah, and then I guess I started taking it really seriously last year into this year, and I just had developed this passion for doing music videos, weddings, just all different shit, and the DJ shit, the recaps and events and everything like that. So I think it was April or May when I was boom, I'm gonna make this serious, and I made an Instagram page, came up with a name, Born Creative, my initials.
Yeah, I like that.
one.
When you told me that, I was like, yo, that's fire. That's fire.
And just been trying to post on Instagram, build a little online portfolio, and just show myself to the city. And I say the city because we got to start somewhere, right? And
Right, where your people
kind of
do.
expand and make it an LLC pretty soon. And I'm starting to bring people on to help me out. You know,
That's
Mike
hype.
Sauter's been
shout out to Mike Sauter too. He's the man.
Yeah, so we're just crawling, just getting started. So
Right, but that's the whole like process of growth is it has to be over time. You
Yeah.
can't get everything all at once, you know, and even like translating into Chris, like I'm sure you like, you know, you were showing me pictures. You were a little ass dude, and now you're still a little ass dude, but you know, but now
youngest dude in the house, man.
yeah.
Bullshit.
Dude, everyone forgets too. Like, all right, so I'm 27, you're 28, and
20. Nah, I'll be 28 next month.
20. So you're 27, so you'll be 28 next month. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and then Chris is the baby. He's 23, which is crazy, man. Like, and that's what I always tell you too. Like, with everything, like, it's gonna take time, and like, I always do forget sometimes like how much like younger you are than us, which is crazy because I think you like, you know, when I was telling you like with everything you got going on, you have a lot of potential, and like I think you have good people around you to like push that.
Yeah, that's what I need too.
Yeah, dude, I wish I was around the shit that when I was 5 years ago.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? Like in 5 years, you're gonna be way more.
I get that learn
mentally
from you
developed.
guys. I see you guys do it, so I'm like, all right, I'll get there eventually.
Yeah, and then
bro.
and it's all about like finding like your niche too, like finding what you like to do and enjoy. You know, like because if you find, because granted you can have stuff that you can have stuff that you like to do, but what sticks to, like what's what's something you can wake up every day enjoying, you know, and then once you find that, that's when the passion comes in. And like Dawkins said in the clip that I put out, he's talking a lot about like inspiration and being inspired, and I think a lot of inspiration comes from other people, and then motivation comes from like within. So I think once you get inspired and you start acting on your inspiration, that's what keeps you motivated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, and like I said, no, you're gonna figure your shit out, and like just even, and you already have like your dedication. And I know both of you guys, like I feel like a lazy sack of shit because you guys are at the gym like every single day.
But our lifestyles are different though. You do this, we do that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You do your thing, we do our thing.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah, and the nightlife isn't the easiest to
You're a vampire.
I really am.
It's like you're a vampire. I'm the normal 9 to 5, and then he's like somewhere in between.
I do.
Chris is just
We
whenever.
got like 3 different schedules, but somehow we make all this shit work.
Chris is
It's
just
so
whenever he wants. You know,
Yeah.
he's gonna be a professional Madden player soon. So
Hopefully.
yeah.
No, but the living with 2 people that you can like thrive off, like gain motivation from. So for you, as far as like me getting out into the city more, making new connections and shit, because you've hooked me up with a lot of that and a lot of the opportunities that I'm getting when it comes to video and stuff like that. So, and then with him, like being motivated to fucking go hard in the gym, because Buddy's 5 years younger than me, but he's way fucking more progressed in the gym somehow.
Exactly.
But, genetics. No.
Low key.
No, I'm just playing around.
Nah, but Chris, like I'll get into you too, Bob. Like Chris, like where did you grow up? For people like who don't, like, obviously, like I said, like people who come out to the tailgates and people who come out to the gigs and stuff, like, and they see you, they don't like know you. So like where did you like grow up at? Where'd you come from?
So I traveled a lot. So I used to live in Ohio, Pittsburgh, Philadelphia. I was born in Philadelphia, but then me and my
said
family
Ohio?
moved. Yeah. We traveled a lot. You know, Ohio was one of the things I grew up in. I only lived in Ohio for about 7 years though. Then we moved back to Philadelphia, and that's where everything went. Yeah, from Philly.
Your mom isn't in Philly anymore, right?
No, she just moved to Virginia. God bless her.
Yeah. She came to Crickwater. She was.
Was I there? I don't think I was there.
Was it?
No, I think I only met your mom once. That was when we helped her move. We packed up the pod or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
She came to Crick. Had a lot of espresso martinis.
Nah. But yeah, and then you went to, where'd you go? Like you went to Washington High School?
Yeah, I went to George Washington High School.
Okay.
Yeah. Right on Boulevard or Bustleton.
Chris always shows me his old football videos and shit.
I was about to say that.
He'll plug it once or twice. So, Kev,
Kev, real quick.
Got one waiting to show the cameras.
Yeah, right.
I don't mean to brag, but
yeah, right.
What'd you play? What position?
I played middle linebacker.
Okay.
Middle linebacker.
Yeah. Hell yeah. And then what about you, Bob? Where'd you grow up?
Dude, I grew up in Northeast Philly most of my life. I was born in Kensington. I'm a Kenzo at heart.
Were you really?
Yeah. Lived in Wiss most of my life, like Wissonomie and Lower Mayfair area. And then after high school, I joined the Army and got stationed in Germany from when I was 18 or 19 to like 21, 22.
Yeah.
Came back, lived in Mayfair, Wissonomie again. until last year. Now I'm in Fishtown.
Now we're in Fishtown.
Yeah. And then when did you officially move out of your parents' house?
When I was it was like a week after I turned 19 because I graduated high school.
Oh, really?
In 2014, and then it took me about 6 or 7 months to get into the Army the way I wanted to get in, and then I left like January 6th or 7th of 2015, like a week after my 19th birthday.
Damn. Damn. They give you some context. I didn't move out till I was 25. So I was in my parents' house. I was 25. Yeah. Yeah. And then I was like, I need to get out. Like, so I ended up finding this place and was here for like a year. Mm-hmm. And then I just like, you know what, loved it. And then, like I said, everything with us kind of just happened. But like, yeah, I was always so scared to do it.
It's a big jump, bro.
Yeah. I mean, for anyone, I feel like it's a big jump to like move out and like, because you don't know. Like your financial situation is always scary because you never know.
And I had it like I was joining the Army. It's like I didn't have to worry about that. I had a roof over my head. Yeah. I didn't have bills to pay. Right, I was getting sent somewhere where all this shit's covered. Yeah, like if you're 18 or 19 and you're moving out of your parents' house, like like you gotta like it's
me. And that's pretty much me. I moved out at 22. Yeah, I'm 23.
Yeah, it's like now you got rent, you got bills, you got all this shit, and it can hit you if you're not ready for it. You know what I mean? Put you in a bad place. So.
Yeah, exactly. And then like Chris, so like. Obviously, you just moved out. Obviously, been here for a year already. Mm-hmm. But like, what's your been experience like living on your own? Like, do you like it? Like,
I mean, honestly, I love it. I wish I would have been able to stay at my mom's house for like 3 more years, though. You know, just for the fun of it. It is what it is, though. Yeah. But everything happens for a reason, and I met you guys, so look where I know.
Yeah. And the reason why we're asking each other these questions is because we live together, but we don't ever ask each other this shit. I feel like we never like talk about it. You know what I mean? And dude, like I always say this too, like whenever like I'll like talk to all like conversation with people, like I always say like, you guys came in at such a good time because my whole life was like, it was way different than where it was a year ago. And like my whole friend group changed, and like you guys were like the main part of like finding that, like, you know what I mean, that shit again, like finding like the people that like care about me, because like that's always been like a huge issue of mine is like finding people who like actually give a shit or like want to like be around me for me. You know what I mean? Like that's always like a tough thing just as on a human level, like, you know what I mean? But so Bob, you got your own little spot, right, for a studio?
Yeah, I got the little studio right over there in Fishtown, right on. I shouldn't really. It's fucking, the address is. I got a little studio space. It's a shared studio space, sharing it with my boy Dylan, who you connected me with. Through photography and stuff like that, and we're gonna use it for Born Creative to do like photo shoots, model shoots, product shoots, and then I want to use it to get back into podcasting as well. And then maybe use it for Philly Jones too a little bit. That's right. You know, but it's a big, nice space. It's furnished.
Hell yeah.
That's good.
That's right. It's gonna be sick. Do you have a goal? You have like an end goal at Philly Jones?
No.
You're just gonna say
Philly Jones. So I have I have no idea what this is. So like, it started. It started with the idea of wanting to do a podcast, right? So like a year ago, before I moved in with you guys, me and my boys Shawnee and Mike, we started a podcast up. Did like 3 episodes, threw them on YouTube. We called it First Class Podcast. Yeah. It was cool, like, cause I'm good with the cameras and the production. I know how to do this stuff. Yeah. And then I think I went away for like a month for work, and it just kind of fell off, and then I moved or whatever. But it was like, I want to get back into podcasting. And then it became like, well, I don't have a space yet, right? Because obviously this is your spot, right? I'm like, I got to use your spot. This is your brand, your podcast. So I'm like, I don't have a space yet. So what else can we do with videos? And then it started getting into like, why don't we just make like funny videos? Why don't we do like some cheesesteak reviews or something? And that was like the first thing. I was like, send it. We did a cheesesteak review, and I was like, I'm just gonna think of a name. Finally thought of a name, made the page, and then it turned real quick into fucking Eagle shit at your Club 215 tailgates, because we're like, oh, this is perfect. We're going to this. It was like the first one. I'm like, I'm bringing my camera. We're gonna film shit. I didn't even know what it was gonna be, because it's pretty random. Like I just if it's funny, bust out a 10-15 second clip, and people are eating it up, bro.
Yeah, people love it.
We made that page a couple months ago. There's videos that are getting 125K, 100K. Like it's going wild. There's only about to hit 800 followers, but that'll come in time.
It's a process, and that's the funny part. You like that I kind of like about it is that you don't really know what you're doing with it yet. No, but that's the point though. Like it's like, that starts with anything. Is like you always got to start somewhere, and then eventually. I always say every fucking episode, but it's like it's always like, you know, questions lead to, you know, or, you know, you have a problem, at least the questions leads to answers, and you have an answer, you have a solution.
Yeah.
And that's how you like, you build that shit.
Yeah. So it's not going to be about like football or about the Eagles.
No,
right?
it's
so like
seasonal.
That's
whatever.
just like what's going on right now. So eventually it's just going to be, what I'm envisioning is just anything entertaining having to do with like Philly. I love Philly. I love the city we're from. I love being out in the city, going new places, meeting people, and I love Philly people, right? So as long as we can make like funny videos that just entertain people with like Philly shit. So that's why I made Philly Johns, because a John can be fucking anything. So wherever this shit goes,
it's in the Philly dictionary. Is a John is anything.
Yeah,
so.
let me see that John right there. Pass me that John.
What, this? Oh,
just
I thought
see.
Would you mean this?
See?
Nah, but like, so I guess I'll ask Chris this too. Like, when you obviously like you're starting to get into the space as well. Like, do you have what do you enjoy from being a part of like stuff like that? Like being a part of like, you know, Bobby's interviews, and like being part of interviews, and like being in front of the camera. Like, what do you enjoy about that whole aspect of like, just because I know it takes a lot for someone to put themselves out there, because you're on TikTok as well, and then they have like a little bit of a following on TikTok, and like I know you post on that and does pretty well on that. But like, what do you enjoy from doing that shit?
I mean, like you said earlier, when I'm just making videos with people, doing interviews, everyone's smiling, everyone loves me, I love everyone else. You know, I'm just being me, and I just hope to inspire people to be them and just do what they want to do. To be honest,
so wholesome,
so cute.
Love that.
You know,
it's just truth. Man.
Do you have like, Bob? Do you have like an end goal? Like, and I ask you too, Chris. Like, is there something you've like had on like you have on like your, you know, circled on your calendar, or something you have like in your notes that you've always wanted to like accomplish?
As far as like Philly Jones, or you just mean like life?
I'm not talking about Born Crib. I'm not talking about Philly Jones. I'm talking about Bobby Koehler. Like, do you have anything that like you've like always wanted to do like in your life?
Dude, I don't know. I think it's an ongoing process to like figure out what the goal is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like where do I want to be? I have no idea where I'm going to be in a year, 5 years, 10 years. Like I don't know which of the things I do is gonna, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I just want to live a life where I'm able to like, not to chomp off of you, but like inspire people, have an influence over people to just like be good in this world and just want good for the world and shit. And we can do that through music, through video, through entertainment. Yeah. You know what I mean? Just the more of I'm gonna say like a platform you build, the more of an influence you can have. Yeah. Do you think that comes from anywhere? Or there's something like in your life that you think it's like come from, or just something you just were born with? I have no idea, bro. I was just born creative. I was about to say that shit too, but what about you, Chris? Like, do you have like an end goal for like that you've always wanted to like accomplish like in your life? Nah, so I do actually. I grew up watching a bunch of YouTubers like Logan Paul. What's the other dude's name? The black dude. The black dude. Chris Grant. Nah. Logan Paul boy. What's his name? KSI and all them. I just want to be one of those people that you guys search up on YouTube. Yeah. Just watch videos of us. That's my end goal. Does that come from like anything, or is it something like I said, you're just like you just have inside of you? You just want always. I feel like I just have that niche in me, and it's just like, let's make it happen. I mean, honestly, I do just enjoy it. But then again, at the end of the day, growing up, I was always the one that was casted in the shadows. It was just like, I was just there. It's like, we don't want to be just there. We want to have a name for ourselves and make a name for ourselves. So that's the goal. I was having a conversation last night with someone about this, and like, they asked me like what I wanted to do, like what my goal was. Yeah. And it's like, cause you like you said, it's such a superlative question, cause you can always have like, I want to like short-term goals and shit. Like, I want to own this, own that. But like, my goal honestly is to retire my parents. Like that's that's a huge goal of mine. And like I said retire my parents and give anyone in my family a chance to have like work, or to be, you know, just to do something where like they don't have to worry anymore. Yeah. You know, I feel like that's such a huge like thing for a lot of people. There's someone like in my family who like is struggling real heavy right now, and I've always had this goal where like, if I ever get to where I want to be, like he's gonna be the first person I put in a position to be able to get out of his current situation. Yeah. Because like I'm just such like an empath, and like I hate seeing people like suffer or feel excluded or not be a part of something, and like it's just like that's always been a huge goal of mine, and I feel like that comes from like a huge like
It comes from a lot of like stuff I went through in high school, like just, but you know how it is, bro. Like you're in fucking Northeast Philly and people talk shit all the time, and
like thinking back on your question, like I didn't even think about this before, but like, dude, growing up, like I was bullied and shit. I was always outcasted up until I like was like, I'm gonna join the army and be a normal person. I was like a little fucking emo kid, like just dressing different, being different, doing different shit. Like the teachers thought I was gonna fucking be a loser, drug addict, whatever.
Yeah.
And yeah, dude, I deal with that all that shit, bro. But that's like what I use to fire me up. Yeah. I think we all have the same, like, I want to say the goal, but like, I want to be somebody in life. You know what I mean? I want to be somebody that people can like look up to, and like influence people, and not like be looked down upon all the time like I was growing up.
Exactly.
That's what it's about.
That's actually one of the reasons why I started working out too. Cause like before I was into the gym, I was just like a regular kid going to class, football practice, and just trying to fit in. But then as soon as I started getting muscle on myself and I looked completely different than everyone else in high school.
Look different, feel different. That's
when I started getting a lot of attention. That's when people started like welcoming me. I was never really bullied. I just always like stayed to myself. You know what I'm saying?
You were like low key.
Yeah, I was just a low key individual. And then,
do you think that I guess I'm assuming, correct me if I'm wrong, but did that come from like an insecurity of just like you were just like when you found fitness, you were just like what do you enjoy the most about fitness? Obviously, like how you look, like you know, is great, but like is there something in fitness that like you enjoy from it?
Just keeps you focused. That's like, it just keeps you focused. It keeps you having a goal to like not want to go back to what you used to be. Cause like if you stop working out for even like a month, you'll start seeing a change. Like, ew, I just lost this, or I just got fat. You know,
bro, I'm probably the most unhealthy person. I need to get back to that, and I see like your guys' hustle and dedication to that, and I think there's something really special about same thing as like cooking too, because I know you'll cook a lot. Like, you'll cook a lot too. I know you have you like meal prep and stuff now. Get it shipped to the house. But like, there's a lot. I feel like there's something about doing an activity that makes you present. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying?
Dude, the gym, like you're saying, like it keeps you focused, or takes your focus off of things that you don't want to be focused on. Like, so like I'll be so flustered and stressed out by working 8 hours, then coming home, then editing videos, and then trying to like learn how to make t-shirts.
Yeah.
And then like I go to the gym, and it's just one place where like I don't have to think about shit, dude. I don't talk to him if he's there with me, but everything else, like, it's just you zone the fuck out. Like, you need something, you need an outlet in your life that can take your mind off of all the shit that you think about all day, every day. Whether that's a podcast, and that's a beautiful thing about a podcast, I'll say too. This is like one environment where like nobody's looking at their phones. It's like you're dialed in on this one thing. It's good for it's good for your mind.
It's good for your mind. You're also, like I said, you're present. Like you're here.
That's another thing I wanted to say too. Like, my name is Chris, but people don't even call me Chris. They either call me Chris Fitness or like steroids or muscle head. I love that though, because like I take passion in the gym. So like being called Chris Fitness by like random people is like the best thing you can say to me. Honestly,
it's a compliment. It's a compliment. He said steroids.
Chris Fitness is
my
called
thing.
You
that? Call him Christopher.
Everyone does. That is not my name.
There it is.
So bad when you say Christopher.
There it is.
Chris Fitness.
That's so funny.
I hope everyone sees this and they start calling him Christopher.
Birth certificate, Chris. Okay.
That's funny. I remember like when we first moved into the house together, like, and that's the crazy thing too. I feel like we're really lucked out is like the situation, because I know I've heard some horror stories about people who move in with certain people, and like, and everyone's different. And again, like, you know, there's shit that you gotta do in the house, but like, we got really lucky with that. And or like the first week, like Chris moved in, he was cooking every day. He's like,
every day.
Yo, Kev, he's like, yo, Kev, try this, and it was fire. But nah, it's good to like happy, like I said, kind of like hit on before, like having people around you who like motivate you and shit. And like, is there anyone outside of like of this group right now like that like inspires you or motivates you like to push you to where you want to be?
You go first.
I mean, outside of this group, I'm a keep it 100%, no disrespect towards anyone, but I surround myself around the people I want to be, or like want to be like, and like I live with you guys too. So I mean, like, outside of this group, not really. Other than like someone that's like mad famous, but you know, no, not really.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's a really hard question for me too, bro. There's not a single person out there who I'm like, I aspire to be like that person. I try to take little things from everybody, and like they always say, you know, you're a combination of the 4 to 5 people you spend the most time around or whatever. That's the truth, bro.
Yeah, it is.
And so when you try to like, you know, surround yourself with people that you see qualities in that you want, it happens over time. Like
yeah.
Your vocabulary will change, the way you walk, the way you talk, like the way you think about things. Your creativeness will come out if you hang out with creative people. You get a little bigger if you hang out with big, you know what I mean?
If you hang out with steroids over here.
Stop. So I try to take good qualities out of people, and
it's a good way to look at it. And like, I don't think I've ever said stupid before I hung out with Chris. To be so like,
how you doing?
How you doing?
Hang out with Lil Mo. You walk around for 6 months saying, "How you doing?"
Nobody moves, nobody gets hurt. Nah, I'll give the whole nightlife crew credit for that. They really brought that on.
It's crazy, dude. The kind of like connections, like you end up with one person sitting here and then like a famous ass motherfucker sitting right here. You know what I mean?
Crazy, bro. Yeah.
The kind of connections you're making.
That's the thing that happened with the Dawkins episode. Like when I broke down a little bit towards the end, dude, I like my whole life kind of flashed before my eyes because I realized that I'm having a fucking actual conversation with someone that has done so much in their life. And I'm not going to say, oh, I've had conversations with Dawkins. It's more so I've had a conversation with someone who has done so much in their life and is so highly regarded. And I just thought it was cool. Like, yeah, it was just crazy to see. And like I said, all the people that I loved were in the room. And, you know, and you kind of will see this over time too. It's like, you know, I started in my parents' loft with a camera and a ring light and 2 microphones that were $50 each. And it's like, you don't realize that once you put the consistency and the effort into it, that's when the creative flow starts to come, like you kind of said. And that's where the consistency comes in, and then that's where the growth comes. And all of a sudden, 2 years, 3 years later, you're in a room with a bunch of people you love with Brian Dawkins. And it's like, that's the one thing I always try to like tell people. And like my uncle teaches a class at LaSalle, and a part of his class is the podcast, and he shows them the episodes that like really are, you know, can help kids. And they want me to come in and watch the episode with them and speak to them in the next few weeks.
That's sick.
But for me, it's you realize that the consistency and the growth and the hardships, you coming home from work, not wanting to edit clips, or, you know, coming home from your construction job and not wanting to go and you know, either make videos, or you're confused about what you want to do with your life. It's like anything can happen in a split, and like as long as you put yourself around the right people, you'll find it. Like
I remember
it'll click.
One of the key things that you said towards the end there, when you kind of like broke down a little bit, was like, I didn't think it was something like I didn't think I was supposed to be here. Yeah. And then Brian's like, nah, man, you're supposed to fucking be right here.
It gives me the fucking chills every time I think
like,
about it.
You don't know where you're gonna be, bro. Right. I just got the chills too. That's so weird.
It's nuts, dude.
You don't know where you're gonna be in a year, 5 years, or 10 years, and like whether, like, I'll just use myself as an example, like the video shit, the Philly Jones shit, my full-time job, that shit may all not work out. I might start something new tomorrow. I might start making t-shirts for other people. And like develop a passion for that. Like, you never know. And it's also never too late too. I try to tell people, like, there's someone in my life who fucking fucked up when he was younger and wasted a lot of his youth, I'd say. And it's like, it's not too late, bro. You can get your shit together. If you're like, oh, I'm 32 and I wanted to learn how to play the guitar, it's too late. Like, bro, just do that thing. Oh, you're fucking.
Like Lil Mo, how old is he? I thought he meant to cut you off.
I mean, Lil Mo's, he's up there. I would assume he's in his late 30s.
Remember, he was saying, he said exactly what he said too. Like, he said he started when he was like, however old he is now. He just got his shit together.
Like, not everyone's a Justin Bieber. Yeah. Not everyone's fucking, you know,
a Chris Fitness.
It's never too late, and you never know where you're gonna be. So like, if you have a thought about doing something in life, just fucking send it. Just try it.
You know what's a common theme, dude? Whenever I have someone on a podcast, I'll be like, yo, so like, what's your advice to someone to like to when it comes like doing something? And they're like, just start. Like, just start it. Literally, just start it. Like,
you'll never know until you try something. I always say, the more you do, the more you'll know, and you learn from your mistakes. So whether if you try something, if you're good at it, if you suck at it, you're always gonna take something away from it, and you're gonna know. The dream's not gonna fucking die in the graveyard. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. And like, I remember like back like in high school, like the stuff I used to do. Like, I was the one who'd I try to teach myself everything. You know, that way I don't have to rely on anyone for anything. Yeah. But when you're starting, like, I remember, like I said, I'm fully open about it. But like, dude, I'll do like I had like DJ nicknames. I did stuff on YouTube, and like and people like had so much to say about it. And I'm like, I mean, cool. Like, I don't like, it is what it is. Like, I don't care. Like, it didn't really. It kind of fucked with my head a little bit mentally, because I was like, wow, like, it makes you feel like alone, because you're like, oh shit, like I don't I can't relate to anyone. I was a president of my class and I couldn't relate to a single student. Like, just because I knew my head was in a way different place than it, you know what I mean? Like I saw my old principal at Holy Family, and I haven't seen him in like 10 years. And I went up to him, said what's up to him, and he was like, dude, I see everything you're doing. It's crazy. Like, it's where you like started and now where you're at. I'm like, yeah, you don't realize it.
Yeah, it's fun. It's so funny, like, because like I went to the school across the street, and like I see a couple.
Oh yeah, that's full circle moment, huh?
I'm 27. I was 17 10 years ago, and I remember that motherfucker right there said I was gonna be a piece of shit. And like, if you seen half the shit I was doing now, he's still in the same spot.
Bro, imagine what's going. Yeah, like
you know what I mean? Like
still working at this school, scrubbing toilets.
Yeah, I mean,
and like, there's nothing wrong with that. But what I'm saying is like, you never know, bro. You never know where you can be.
Right.
And you could change tomorrow, bro. People change and grow every day.
Yeah.
Like,
and there's nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, if you're gonna be dishing it out, you can't expect nothing, get nothing back. Yeah. That's my whole thing too. Is like, everyone, if you're happy with something you're doing in life, great. But don't go and comment and say shit about what they're doing.
Exactly.
You know, and I've learned a lot, being in like in the industry and doing everything I'm doing with like all the bullshit, whatever, is that the same people you meet on the way up are the same people you meet on the way down. And two is that the people at the top collaborate, the people at the bottom compete. So when your mindset is, hey, like, I want to work with this person because I think we could do something really cool together, it's like, okay, now we're working together. Instead of, oh, you're doing this and I'm doing that, oh, well, fuck you. It's like, no, it's like, let's do something together. Let's find a way where we can work out together and make this bigger than itself. You know what I mean? And like go.
There's enough food on the table for everyone to eat.
100%.
You know what I mean? That's like you telling me and Chris, like, yo, you guys need to stop shooting that content for Philly Jones at the tailgate because you're taking it up, bro. Like, that's our content. Like, bro, you can do so much shit. So like, obviously it's a collaboration, and then we help you and you support us, and that's what it's all about, bro. I've always been that way. I've always tried to help people, collaborate with people. Like, I tell people, I'm not fucking Chris Fitness, but I tell people all the time, if you want tips to eat healthier, let me know, bro. That's not what I do, but I just like to help people. I want to see other people succeed too. If you want to fucking learn how to play guitar, I'm not going to give you lessons every week or once a week I don't have time, but like, I can give you some tips, bro. Like, hit me up, bother me. Like, it's about support and helping everyone out. And I believe in karma big time.
Karma's huge. Karma and energy. I think karma and energy are huge. And like, you get people like will hit me up to ask me to help them DJ, and I'm like, listen, my advice to you is just start doing it, learn about it, get curious, find DJ pools, download music, work on transitions, focus on that. Like, there's shit obviously I gotta learn, but like, you gotta just do it,
bro. I'm by no means like, I wouldn't consider myself a professional videographer yet. I would say I'm still like in the amateur zone. I've been doing it seriously for like less than a year, but like, I know enough to make some cool ass shit. You guys know that by now. And so many people, like family, friends, people on Instagram that I know, they'll be like, you know, teach me, or like, let me help you, or like, I want to do it. And I'm like, I can't, like, you just need to do it, bro. You know how I did it? You know how I learned video? You know how I learned music? You know how I learned how to not be a little scrawny bitch? Like, YouTube videos, and just go and do it. Yeah. And then you learn from your mistakes, bro. Stop.
Hey, I didn't say nothing.
No, but I'm saying, like, you got to start somewhere, and most of the shit that we do, the creative shit, self-taught. Like, and you're not studying books, bro. You just go do it. You learn day by day, and you fuck up, and that's part of it. That's how you learn. The more you do, the more you'll know. Yeah,
and you know what? It's a question I never asked Chris. But so on your TikTok, you have like over like between like 180, 200.
Buddy's big on TikTok.
Yeah, but like, that's something we don't really talk about, and like, so like, I want to know where that like where your that following came from. Like, where did that come from?
So everything happened during COVID. So most people, COVID was either like a good thing or like a super bad thing. Yeah. I mean, me personally, COVID was just like me sitting in my house, couldn't do shit, couldn't do anything at all. Sitting in the house with a twin sister, a mom, a dog, a niece and a nephew, you know? Yeah. That's content in and out of itself. And
then in the bedroom, just fucking making funny videos.
Just a little.
Yeah. And at that point, I wasn't even really dancing. It was just like, I was dancing, but it wasn't like that. It was just random videos.
When did you start like seeing like the numbers?
So I posted a video of Jaden that got like 2 million views now.
Video or whatever.
Yeah, when he had a surgery, he was on anesthesia, and that video blew up. That video got me like 10,000 followers, and I was like, all right, let me keep it going. So I had the momentum. So I posted like 6 videos a day, and now look where we at.
Yeah. You gonna get back on that shit or what?
I have to, right?
Yeah,
I slacked on that a little bit. I mean, because like the algorithm for TikTok is like dead now, so it's more of Instagram.
Dude, I think Instagram Reels are huge.
Yeah, it's more Instagram.
I never got into like TikTok, which I think I fucked up. Like I think I still need to, but it's just so much, dude.
Yeah. It's kind of an afterthought for me. Like I made one for podcast myself and Club 215, but it's like you just reuse shit. That's from
so much to keep up with too. When you have you're trying to do, like, for you got your own shit, DJ KEV, you got Club 215, something, you got a page for the Loft, right?
Yeah.
And then you do the Grace Project too.
Yeah.
And it's like you're running like all these different Instagram pages, dude. I have 3 Instagrams now, and it's so fucking hard even to make sure you're posting on all of them. But then you gotta share the shit, you gotta comment, you gotta try to get engagement. If you it's like now I gotta go to a different platform and do the same thing.
Exactly.
So now I gotta have 6 accounts. Like it's so fucking hard nowadays, bro. And everyone's doing the same shit, so it's you know, it's rough.
Yeah, I think it just comes with like, you know, it comes with like having people who can help. Yeah. You know, like I used to edit all my videos, like all my DJ videos, and then, you know, have Bobby come out, have him come do them, and then you know, it just definitely takes a lot off, and especially if you're able to manage it. You know, if I have to edit something, I will. But like, it just takes a lot. It takes a lot off to like ask for help and shit. You know what I mean?
What's a transaction? You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
So whether it's you're paying me to do this, or you know, I'll do this for you, you do this for me. It is what it is, bro.
Yeah.
It's another thing Dawkins said too. You can't do anything alone.
Dude, no one's self-made, bro. I was thinking about that earlier today.
Yeah, he was speaking real shit. If you guys haven't watched that, go watch the Dawkins episode.
Episode 100.
Yeah, episode 100. You know?
That is, no one's self-made. No one blows up by themselves. Humans are dependent creatures. We thrive in numbers. We're not alone. Like, fucking, we need people to support us. You need criticism. You always need to listen to people and decide how to channel it. You know what I mean? Yeah. You don't need to take everyone's advice, but you need to listen.
Yeah. Listen. And that's the thing with people. Ego is the biggest killer. Yeah. Ego is the biggest killer.
Yeah. That's I can't emphasize how much I hate it. Like it turns me off. Yeah. Completely to
when someone has big ego. Yeah.
Yeah, because like at the end of the day, you were somewhere once. You were at the bottom once. Yeah. And a lot of the people that have egos are still at the bottom, whether they want to realize it or not.
Like who the fuck are you to tell me that like making a fucking page and calling it something with the word Jones in it is stupid? Yeah. Where's your fucking page, buddy? Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah, when you see my videos, where are yours at?
Yeah. And like it all stems from something that they deal with. You know what I mean? But Pop, so is your family in Philly? Mm-hmm. Really?
Most of my family, all my family actually lives.
Because Chris, am I like tripping, or I think you don't really talk about your family a lot?
No, you don't ask.
I know.
Phone works 2 ways, bud.
I know.
Nah, we don't really talk about our families like that. Yeah. I mean, I just
I talk about my family all the time.
Shit, y'all throwing me under the bus now. I just be busy, bro.
I feel like you're low key.
Yeah, a lot of people will say that too. My mom yells at me for that. I gotta really start making more time for my family. Yeah. It's just, bro, it's so hard doing all this shit, and it's like, in my head, I'm like, if I work all day, every day, you know, maybe in 20 years, I'll be able to spend every fucking second with everyone I want to. My family, my friends. It's probably not true, but like, I got to get out of that. I do have to learn how to like make time for myself, take a day off, stop fucking trying to do everything for everybody every day. It does get.
This might come off redundant, but is there anything you do for yourselves mentally to like really like decompress yourselves and like and find, and then just like, you know, just something away from work or away from whatever you're pursuing, like, or something you do outside of that like really helps you?
The gym.
Yeah.
That's it, bro. You don't even gotta be a professional. Busy. You don't gotta be a professional. You don't gotta be a trainer like Chris. It's just like a place to go that's like, I'm not thinking about video, music. I'm not thinking about nothing. I'm just fucking listening to music and just doing.
Yeah. Do you put a lot of pressure on yourself to like get stuff done? Because I know how like hard you work, and like you put a lot of pressure on yourself to like feel like you have to do something and like make it like.
Absolutely, bro. Yeah. It's like, even like if I'm doing a video for you for like $100, like I'm not doing that anymore. But like when that was the case, and I tell you like I'm gonna get that video done like Tuesday after I shot it on Saturday, I'm fucking stressed if I'm not gonna have it done, bro. Because like I feel like someone's waiting for you. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I do put a lot of pressure on myself as far as pretty much just with the video stuff. Taking on too many projects at once and then looking at your calendar and going like, I'm backed up on one.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to shoot one today, and then I got to shoot another one tomorrow. Like, what? How?
Yeah.
And I have a full-time job.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, I'm learning that. That's one thing I'm learning through the last couple months is I need to like slow down, take a step back every once in a while, take a breath, and not try to just go every day because it burns you out. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you ever get burnt out, Chris?
I'm always burnt out.
Yeah.
Always burnt out. But at the end of the day, so like if we were to talk about bases on my fitness life, I've been injured probably like 6 times. My knee, I tore my meniscus and PLC or PCO. I broke my wrist. I tore my hamstring 3 times. And I wasn't even going to be the one to go to the gym every day anymore until this dude texts me every day, yo, Bobby, or yo, Chris, you going to the gym? I'm like, yeah, sure, why not?
Get up, let's go.
Yeah, sure.
You usually feel better after you go?
Yeah, you always feel better. The best workouts are when you don't want to go. Those become the best ones.
I just need the free training. That's why I bug them. I don't even like them.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's funny as shit.
Yeah, man.
But what do you guys have that you are looking forward to?
Dude, fucking life, bro. It's all, there's so many things. Right now, I'm looking forward to next Sunday's tailgate for sure.
Ooh.
I'm looking forard to Thanksgiving,
which is like what this game today though.
Oh,
You're too far ahead.
No, I'm not even watching the game. Dude, I gotta get the turkey ready.
Sound good.
We're having a Friendsgiving tomorrow.
Yeah.
When are you putting this out tomorrow?
Putting out tomorrow.
If you're watching this, the day it came out, we're having a Friendsgiving.
And the birds won.
Turkey up.
Birds won. All right, let's do predictions.
Oh yeah, let's do. But you go first, Kev. Let's hear it.
I'm gonna pick the Eagles 31-24.
31-24.
I know you're gonna pick the Eagles.
And I mean, yeah.
You didn't have to say that one.
I mean, you never know.
Well, don't put your projection out if it's the Chiefs. Nah, 22-17 Birds.
Yeah.
22-17.
22-17. I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like it's gonna be a low scoring game.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say like
tough one.
I'm gonna say like 3. Like Kansas City only scores a field goal, and like 10.
I'll give you $100. I'm putting this on record. I'll give you $100.
I'll say 10-3 Eagles.
There's no way.
$100.
No way. Dude, that's how I am. You know how I am, bro. I don't go. I'll go fuck.
Yeah.
I bet a dude $200 at the tailgate. I'd have a bigger tailgate than him, and I did, and he never gave me my money. Dude,
Where's he live?
Dude, I'm a chill dude. When my claws come out, dude, it's all hell breaks loose, dude. You saw it the punk tournament yesterday. Nah, but dude, that tailgate was the Dallas tailgate was so stressful.
Yeah, it was.
Because I was just so pissed off because the dude was just so disrespectful. And
yeah, he tried to get him. I almost got into it a couple of times with him.
Yeah, Chris Hemmister.
Wait, was that the one I wasn't there for?
Yeah.
What happened? What was the whole thing?
Long story short, they pretty much tried to take over our space when we agreed to give each other our own space, and the dude just didn't care and just really disregarded everything. And Dunphy honestly had to be the one to make peace, because I said, dude, I am not talking to this man. I'm not gonna say. I have nothing nice to say to him. Like. So I made sure we got our stuff set up and that we made the most of it. I mean, ended up being a huge success, but stuff like that. I mean, the dude won't be back again because he only does 2 parties a year and he already did it. So, but but it is what it is. But that was what I met with Forge today. I was talking to them about it and was just like telling them, this I hope you really like I see this is like the shit I live for. This is you know what I mean. So yeah, I'll do whatever I got to do to make it work. But nah, man, I'm super excited for the tailgate, and I'm honestly really excited. You guys have been a huge part of it, you know, like covering everything and being a part of it, and that's the shit that just makes it fun for me. It's just
community, bro.
Yeah, it's community.
Just bringing people together. At the end of the day, just fucking have fun.
Just dudes trying to do cool shit. Yeah, that's the way I look at it, and I'm excited to see what the future holds for us, and and our brotherhood and our group and everything we got going on. And so I'm really proud of you guys, and. I hope from this episode, one of the reasons why I wanted to have you guys on too is because we all started from nothing, just wanting to do something that's different, wanting to stand out, and people are watching this too. Either you're our friends or you're you're someone who's watching who just watches the pod or knows them from school or whatever. The one thing I always stress too is dude, just like we said, just start. And you don't know where it could take you. You don't know what's going to happen. Like a year from now, your progress will be way different than it is, than when you started. You know what I mean?
You have absolutely nothing to lose. Like,
yeah.
I'd rather, like I said before, it's not good to burn out, but I'd rather be super, super busy all the time. And sometimes going, oh, fuck, man, I'm so busy. Then, like, looking back in 10 years and being like, what did I fucking do in the last 10 years besides go to work?
Yeah.
Fucking sleep.
Yeah, exactly.
I started a LLC. I started a fucking community that has a couple thousand followers. I had mad fun doing all of it. Like, it's nice to look back and say you did shit. You did fucking 100 episodes of a podcast. If you never did that first episode,
you wouldn't be here. We probably wouldn't be here. You know what I mean? Honestly, like,
you know what I mean?
But no, it's everything. Everything has a chain reaction, and like honestly, like, and we look at like the stuff going on now, and it's like, it's just. We're gonna look back and be like, wow, remember we were talking about this and we thought we were really doing shit. And then once you are consistent and you keep pushing, you don't know where anything's gonna go. And then the whole thing too is like just keeping a level head, not having an ego, and just having fun doing it, keeping good people around you. And like, I can't stress that shit enough, man. Just having the good people around you. And like I said, grateful as fuck for you guys. And hopefully, like, if you're watching this, you have good people around you too, because there's people that are gonna be with you through everything. And that's most important. You know what I mean?
I feel like you're about to wrap this up. I got a question for both of you. If you had one piece of advice to give to people based on your experiences in the last year or so, what would you say?
Go ahead, Chris.
One piece of advice.
One piece of advice, like anything, like stupid simple. It doesn't even matter.
You achieving your physical fitness, you starting off, starting off with your base, and then you being able to build on that. What have you learned from that in the past 10 years? That shit takes time and consistency.
It does take time. I mean, me personally, I would just say, like we were all just saying earlier, like, no one knows their path yet until you're on it.
Yeah.
Just stay on your path. Just stay focused on one path, and not saying like.
No, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, but just stay focused. Just keep it simple. Stay focused. Stay on your path.
Good. I guess for me, consistency. Yeah. Anytime anyone asks me what my goals are for the year, it's to be consistent. Mm. I feel like, I say all the time, consistency breeds everything. Yeah. It breeds questions, it breeds problems, it breeds solutions. It's, you know what I mean? It's one of those things where you can't go wrong if you're consistent. Because if you're doing something every day, you're gonna either really hate it and do something different, or you're gonna really love it and pursue it and see what happens and what comes from it. You know what I mean? So, it's just consistency is what I would say. Because you can get into all the little things about get the right laptop, get the right this, get the right that, but that all comes from when you ask yourself questions because you're consistent and you love it. So that's my advice.
Now, what about you, Bobby?
If I had to give people one word of advice, it would be just have good intentions with whatever you're doing and whatever your goals are. If you have good intentions for the world at the end of the day, good intentions for people, and you're not just living a selfish life, people will see that. People will gravitate towards that. You will succeed at whatever you're doing. And like I said, at the end of the day, it's all about like just trying to enjoy life and help the people around you enjoy life. So if you have good intentions, you're going to be a lot more successful.
Okay. So
I like that a lot.
We got good intentions, stay focused, consistency.
I'll say this too. The one thing about being part of the Grace Project, I learned a lot from being in like the recovery community is that the one thing they always stress is to as long as you do things like like you said, with a good heart, and you trust it up to a higher power, and you do everything you can in your power, you can't be disappointed with the outcome. Yep. Because either you work your ass off and you make it or succeed in what you're doing, or you fail. It's all about what you take from every situation.
Truth.
You know what I mean? But boys, I want to thank you for coming on the pod, man. We'll definitely do more. Definitely gonna run some more. Excited to see where we go with everything we got going on, and love you boys. Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate it, man. Thanks for having us on.
Absolutely. Well, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the pod. I'm Kev Nichols. That's Bobby Koehler, and that's Steroids. Okay, Chris. Peace, guys. Peace. Peace.